Good evening and welcome into TSSR Game Time Live. Glad you're alongside for basketball action tonight. It is senior night here at West Prairie, and again, glad you're alongside as we get this going on a rare Thursday boys game evening. Normally Tuesday, Friday. I guess I'm showing how old I am. As the tip goes up, Lacey will grab it. It is Aiden Lacey, also Ivan Beck, Tyson Carnes, joined out there by Gannon Shipman, who holds the basketball now. Also with him is, as they work it around here, and that is, well, we got a change of number. We'll get that in a minute. Shipman in the lane, up and in and good. And the Cyclones are on the board first at 2-0. Back will come the Knoxville Blue Bullets. Hold on to the basketball now. Number 20, Maddox. Number 20, Quincy Euland, bounces down for number 12. That is Callan Evans. Shoots, Gannon with a block. Shipman keeping him out of there, turns it out, waits. And now shot on the way, up and in, Bowker. Rebound going to be snapped up there by Evans. Evans back out, Bowker going to drive, got the foul. And that foul will be on Jacob Faust. Yes, a Faustian bargain. Sorry, got to get that one out of the way quick. And then we'll also, Gavin Hawkinson with the basketball now is Euland in the corner. He'll bring it in the lane, the spin, and the reverse. Up and good, so it makes it Cyclones leading or tied up here, 2-2. As Yosemite Sam used to say, I outnumber you 1-1. And again, this is TSSR's continuing coverage of basketball here all around the area as we continue to bring you boys, girls basketball. The girls' senior night will be coming up next week on the 12th. As they'll work in the lane, bring it out top, work it over for Hawkinson. Hawkinson back out top as Thompson on the dribble. Hands it out for Evans. Evans shot knocked away. Carnes going to pull it down. Looks up quickly to Shipman up the far side. Drives in. Shot no good. And the rebound snapped out there by Hawkinson. 6:12 mark here the first quarter of play as the Blue Bullets go back to work. Avalan kicking to the outside to Bowker. Bowker bounces up. And they go to work it around, trying to get it down into the lane. Out for Evans. Evans driving in the lane. Short on the layup, and Carnes going to pull it down. Tyson Carnes on the run now. Up the near side to Shipman. Back to Carnes. Working looking at Beck. Nope. Comes into Lacey. Lacey a little bully ball in the lane, but left the layup short. Left just a little bit on the fork. 5:37. Clock rolling here in this first quarter play. Again, glad you're alongside on TSSR. We'll thank our very fine sponsors. I'm going to get a quick break here. Bowker out to Evans, shot on the way. It is good. And the Blue Bullets take a 4-2 advantage in this first quarter as they work up to Faust. He'll hold, put it on the floor, and travel as he drugged that pivot foot. We do want to thank our fine sponsors such as JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events. Live on the big screens, join your friends at JoJo's. Look at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell. Evans again, shot in the lane, no good. Mason Whitman into the ball game. He's got it now and is on the run up to Lacey. Can't gather it in, and it'll be a turnover there. You applaud the push. Want to make sure you get a little better pass, and we've got a timeout called by the Knoxville Blue Bullets. We'll again thank some of our very fine sponsors here, like MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2026. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems in the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. This West Prairie game stream made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. Buffering means suffering, so kick slow Wi-Fi to the curb and connect your home with MTC's fiber internet to get blazing fast Wi-Fi with speeds up to 1 gig. Sign up online at mtcfiber.net. And, of course, we are brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. And we've got I think somebody had an oopsie with a water bottle. 4:50 mark here of this first quarter play. 4-2 lead for the Knoxville Blue Bullets. And now pressure put on here by the Cyclones. Inbounds comes for Thompson. And they throw it away. Shipman with the pick off. And he'll dribble it up here. Guarded by Evans. Hands off to Whitman. Whitman puts it on the bounce and swings it back near side over for Carnes. Out to Beck. Beck holds, fakes, goes into the spin. Has his pocket nearly picked and then a fight for it. And it comes away in the hands of Hawkinson. Hawkinson gives it up. Lacey with it now, looking to drive lane to Whitman, and they're going to set it up after a little bit of end-to-end action. Whitman holds underneath for Shipman. Beauty of a pass in for the assist, and we're even at 4. All tied up at 4 as we duck under 4 minutes left to go here first quarter. Holding on to it is Evans. Out in the corner for Hewland. Hewland puts it on the bounce, has his pocket picked, and Carnes coming out of there with it. Carnes dribbling down, he'll take it in, partially blocked. Whitman the rebound. He has it knocked away, but gathers it back in from Bowker. Shoots 3 away, and a sports corner 3 for the Cyclones. Makes it 7-4. And back come the Blue Bullets. Lost the handle on it. Beck with a steal. He's got Lacey ahead, and I believe that was either Hawkinson or Bowker behind him that kind of batted it away. And so now they'll give it back over to the Blue Bullets. Couldn't get the opportunity to go. Blue Bullets will work it up into the game for them. Maddox Rose, he'll pull up on the near side. 3 is up, no good. And Shipman out of there with the board. Whitman, quick football pass to Lacey. Touchdown, yes, and it counts. Lacey will be up the free throw line trying to complete the 3-point play. Cyclones jump out 9-4. 3:19 left to go here in this first quarter. Lacey on the way, no good, but Shipman able to corral the rebound out to Whitman. Over to Beck. Beck, a bounce and gives it over to Whitman. Looks at Lacey, no, comes to Carnes on the pass, swings it to Shipman. He'll put up the 3, no good. And the rebound snapped up by Hewland. Hewland has it stolen away by Beck, puts it up and in. And the Cyclones make it 11-4. Out to Rose, Rose. Out to Hewland. Hewland behind his back, looks to bounce it in for Evans. Evans with a swing, bounces off a Shipman. And we've got a technical foul going to be whistled on Evans. And we'll see who shoots it here for the Cyclones. It'll be Tyson Carnes. As Evans standing over there by his own bench. And I like that, the official talking to Evans and put their arm around each other and explaining why that was called. And ups the Cyclone lead to 12-4. Second one is no good, and then subbing in for him will be number 33, Jackson Grice. Now the interesting thing is that does mean it essentially is 2 team fouls because the technical and the technical counts as a personal foul. Handoff is to Carnes. Carnes in on the defense, up to Lacey, blocked from behind and brought out a nice block from behind by Hawkinson. Out to Bowker. Bowker on the dribble drive. He'll come down the near side. Lane parts. Shot a little short, and Mason Whitman grabs it up. He'll head back the other way. Whitman bounces up to Carnes. He works the far side now, wants Beck on the bounce pass, gets him. And they swing it to Cam Melvin into the ball game for the Cyclones. He'll go down the far side, put it up, a little short. Got his own rebound, puts it up and in. A man-sized basket for Cam Melvin. And now right back the other way. Here on the fly comes The Blue Bullets, Rose out top, slicing down the far side, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Hewland out of there. Rose spots it up again, shot is no good, and Hawkinson down with it. They'll spin it out. Hewland will get ready to work it here. As he'll bounce, coming out in the corner for Grice. And out of Rose, and we've got a timeout called by Knoxville. We'll step aside here. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Back here, 14-4 is the lead now for the Cyclones, as they've started to pull away a little bit. And again, this is senior night, and we'll have the senior night festivities, so don't go too far. After the JV stream ends, we'll pick up pretty quickly as we'll do the senior night activities, and we will have those recorded. So just so you know, it'll be kind of a quicker transition than you're usually used to with us. It'll be basically as soon as the JV game ends, we'll jump right on to the varsity stream so we can make sure we get all this stuff on here for everyone. And now into the game is Lowell for the Blue Bullets. And Cam Melvin having to come out. I believe there was a maybe a little bit of blood or something on his jersey. Max French will come in. Making the French connection. For all you youngins in the audience, go look that one up. Rose going to dribble, gets a screen from Hawkinson, comes down to the near baseline, out to Lowell. He'll pull it up and back to Rose. Rose looking to go on Lacey, can't do it. Has to back it on out, waiting, looking. And now kicks it over for working as Holden Copeland into the game. We'll get some Mason Sorrells also in there as well. And Hawkinson going to put it on the bounce. Gives to Lowell. He'll come down the far side of the lane. Kick and shot on the way. Sports corner three. Dropped home by Quincy Hewland. And it makes it a 14-7 lead. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. As we count it down, looking at Lacey on the cut. Found him. Trying to squeak his way in there. Tried to go to French. Couldn't. Gets it out to Copeland. Copeland drives. Floater. No good. French the rebound. He'll put it up and be fouled. Pick a Blue Bullet. As it was on one of them, we'll see who is on. Now they'll bring it up. At the free throw line, Max French for the Cyclones. Now first free throw, a little hard off the back of the rim, no good. Lacey comes out, Shipman going to come back in. Second one up, no good. Rebound tipped, and Shipman's going to pull it out of there. He'll take a bounce, throw it over Sorrells, comes to Whitman. Whitman will give it to Sorrells. Sorrells a bounce in the lane to French. Max French goes up, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, and they're going to say the foul on French. That'll be his first, team second. And the Cyclones will back it on in here. Give it up to the Blue Bullets. Blue Bullets dribbling up. Rose at the throttle, gets a screen from Hawkinson, comes to the baseline. To Lowell, he'll dribble in, fake. Has his pass tip, gathers it back. And now they'll work it over, swing it over to Hewland. Hewland going to hang on to it. Waits and holds, goes to look. Long coming down. Tipped. Back out to Hawkinson. High arcing one. NASA, I think, tracked that one down. And now Shipman trying to put it up at the buzzer. No good. At the end of one quarter play, it is 14-7 in favor of the Cyclones. Let's take this timeout on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Second quarter about ready to get underway. Rose at the throttle for the Blue Bullets. Lowell, Euland, Hawkinson, and now on the floor for the is Quentin Woodruff. Steal by Gannon Shipman. He's got somebody running with him. Shipman goes up, puts it up and puts it in, and the Cyclones expand the lead to 16-7. 9-point advantage for them. And Copeland able to knock it away from Rose for the Cyclones. Holden Copeland, Mason Searles, Max French, Gannon Shipman, and Mason Whitman. And I guarantee you I will get confused a Copeland and a Whitman somewhere along the way. Lowell going to put it on the bounce, gives it out in the corner to Woodruff. Quickly to Euland. Euland working on Searles and a man-on-man. Pulls up near side. French gives him a jump, can't get it to go. Rebound tip, and Shipman snaps it up. Off to Holden Copeland. Quickly to Max French, a little bit too high. Almost took out a cheerleader on the end. Rose back to Euland. Euland dribbling it up to Rose, coming in the corner to Hawkinson. He'll put the three up. Shipman with a block. Copeland able to gather it. Gets up and takes off the other way. Copeland dribbling up the far side to Whitman. Whitman three up, no good. And the rebound, Gannon Shipman out of there again, off to Max French. We'll pass it up for Whitman, and they'll set the offense here. Blue Bullets and a man-on-man. The bounce comes to Holden Copeland on the far side. He'll put it on the drive and come back to the middle. Swinging to Whitman. Whitman gives a look at Shipman. Nope, finds Searles, who bobbled it and had it go out of bounds, so that'll turn it over to Knoxville. Ivan Beck and Tyson Carnes will check in as the Cyclones switch around a little bit. And now Rose dribbling down, picks up his dribble, lobs it, tried to lob it inside. Euland gathered it. Got a drive, working on Copeland, caught in the lane there, needs to get out, comes to Lowell. He'll stomp up and give it to Rose. Rose down the lane, swatted away, Lowell outside, shot no good, and the rebound tipped. And I believe it was a Blue Bullet that tapped it out of bounds. It may have been Woodruff that got up there and got it. And now the Blue Bullets are going to put on a little pressure here. Carnes the trigger. Into Beck. Beck quickly back to Carnes. Carnes up for Beck. Beck giving a look at French. Dribbling on the far side. Dives in. Shot no good. And the rebound, Woodruff snaps it up. Out to Hawkinson. And here they'll come on the drive. Hawkinson kicks it out for Euland. Euland on the bounce through his legs and swings it. Nearly had it picked away as Rose had to gather it in. Goes in the lane, puts it up, no good, and Shipman's out of there with it. A quick pass to Beck. Beck on the run, up and in and good. Cyclones get the run out. Ivan Beck a little slow getting up there, 18-7. Shipman another steal, lobs it out to Carnes. Carnes with a heavy chase, nice pass. But Holden Copeland could not get it. A beauty of a pass as Carnes bounced it ahead and couldn't quite make the connection. Couple substitutions in, coming back in, Owen Thompson, and also coming back in, Logan Bowker. Jackson Grayson there as well. The inbounds on it to Shipman, up, yes, and it counts. Cyclones quickly pulling away in this one. 20-7 they lead it here. Gannon Shipman at the free throw line. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebound, Grice had it for a moment. Copeland took it away. Spins, puts it up, gets it to drop in and good. So the 3-point play becomes the 4-point play, and it's a 15-point lead for West Prairie. 5:19 mark of the second quarter. Now pick it up top. Hewland holds it above his head, waits. Now tries to drive far side. Holden Copeland able to slide it out of there. A spin, looks to go 1-on-2, goes to the lane, won't stick. But right there is Carnes to pick him up and say, got your back, partner. And the officials and we got a timeout called by the Knoxville Blue Bullets. We'll step aside as well. This TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
I think the rewarding parts of my job are seeing people over time and seeing getting to know them and getting to know their families. And that's very exciting to see them and get them better over time, especially if I'm able to find out something that other places haven't. And that's kind of what drew me to family medicine. You know, I try to get along with people and treat them as I would my family. Do what we can to get the patients taken care of day in and day out. It's pretty supportive. I'm Dr. Michael Waters. I'm a family physician here at the McDonough District Hospital Family Clinic.
We're back here 24-7. The Cyclones really opening it up here. First quarter, into the first quarter, it was 14-7 and a 10-0 run in the second quarter by the Cyclones. Makes it a 24-7 lead. Cyclones will offer some three-quarter court pressure as dribbling up with it is Thompson. Owen Thompson bouncing toward the far side, and Ivan Beck in near steal now steals it away. Beck a race to the basket, goes up, got the foul. Got the foul there, so Ivan Beck will be at the free throw line. Beck sets himself at the free throw line. First one's no good. He'll spot himself up for number two. Second one on the way, no good. Rebound fought for. Aiden Lacey down with it. Goes to put up, and he'll be fouled. Woodruff will commit the personal. Tyson Carnes going to inbound. 4:40 left to go here in this first half. Lacey misses. Cam Melvin the rebound. He's swatted by Grice. And now they go through. Hawkins, they almost lost it. Now coming out to Woodruff. Woodruff. And into the game for Knoxville. Roots. Excuse me. We're going to come in the lane to Grice. No, going to back it on out of there. Swing it over for Bowker. Bowker, couple of bounces. Waits and holds, and now Roots going to work it up. Holds on, waits, looks. Over to Thompson. Thompson has his pass tapped. Gathered back in there again by Bowker, and Bowker comes over the near side of the timeline. Works us. The 3:50 left to go first half. Woodruff. Over to Roots. He'll work on Mason Whitman. Comes to Woodruff. Woodruff driving in on Lacey. Backs it out of there. And down for Bowker. Bowker in the lane, trying to get it out of there, and Carnes able to swat it out of bounds. The Cyclones playing some great defense here. Inbounds, works for Rose, back into the ball game for the Blue Bullets. Drives on Whitman, nearly lost it. Layden Lacey out of there with it. Lacey into the lane, lays it up, missed it. Carnes the rebound, puts it up and puts it in. 26-7. The lead now for West Prairie. The Cyclones hold it. Knoxville, the Blue Bullets work. Screen from Grice. Rose, jumper is good. Ends a long scoring drought for the Blue Bullets and makes it 26-9 as we go under 3 minutes left to go first half. Mason Whitman wide open three, no good. Melvin the rebound, And he's fouled on the way through. That is the 4th on the team. No good. Cam Melvin puts it up again. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with West Prairie. Carnes looks to trigger. Into Beck. Yeah, Beck puts it on the way. No good. Melvin another rebound. Takes a bounce, tries to make some space. Grice says, don't think so. Beck gets it back. He puts it up and finally puts it in and good. And the Cyclones make it 28-9. Owen Thompson driving down the first side, and we're going to get a foul there on Mason Whitman, I believe. Mason Sorrells will check in. Carnes goes out for West Prairie. Grice going to come out. They trigger in out in the corner to Hewland. Hewland trying to fake on Lacey. Swings it toward the near side. Gives out for Bowker. Bowker, he'll try to go lane out for Hewland. Hewland 3, no good. And Mason Whitman down to the rebound. He was trying to bounce it ahead, but kind of lost the handle on it, so turns it over back to the Blue Bullets. 2 minutes, 11 seconds. They bring it in. And now they'll bounce it down, try and pass stolen away. Mason Whitman on the run. He's got a runner with him. Got Sorrells. Sorrells down with it, puts it up and puts it in. Sorrells gets in on the fun and makes it 30-9 here at the close to the end of the first half. Minute 50, clock rolling here, second quarter. Bowker chases it down up top, gets a screen from Woodruff. Bounced to Rose, and it went off his legs and over to the Cyclones. They lob up for Lacey. Great catch, and then it's foul. That'll be the 5th team foul, so we will have free throws upcoming. Aiden Lacey will be at the free throw line. Brant Starbuck will check in just a moment. Free throw is no good. Making his first appearance tonight, Nate Knight. Say that about 20 times fast. And up to the free throw line, Aiden Lacey steps again. Free throw is up. It is good. Lacey makes 1 of 2. He'll come out. Brant Starbuck will check in for the Cyclones. 31-9 is the lead now. As Woodruff brings it in to Bowker. Bowker dribbles. Holds on, 1.5 minutes left to go here. Second quarter, Hewland. He'll go on the bounce, look to the near side, trying to set up a screen from Woodruff. Hands it over to Knight. Knight. And Knight goes night-night as Cam Melvin will give him the personal. And up at the free throw line will step Knight. And he'll ready to put it up. Cyclones lead 31-9 here in this first half of play. Free throw by Knight on the way, a little short. And now Faust will check back in. Beck goes out for West Prairie. Knight, free throw, no good. Cam Melvin out of there with the board. Melvin walks it up here. As the Cyclones go to work into Brant Starbuck, puts it up. Brant Starbuck puts it up and in. 33-9 Cyclones. As they bring it out in the corner, Faust trying to get on to Thompson. No good. Rebound Melvin trying to poke it out of there. And Thompson will bring it down. He'll come back the other way for the Blue Bullets. As they go up here, tries to drive on Melvin, stopped. Kicks it out to Bowker. Bowker working on Sorrells. Up to Euland. And he'll take a fake, try to go down the near side, gets a pick from Woodruff. Out for Bowker. Bowker baseline, shoots it, and Melvin going to give the personal. Everything but that swing of the hand. And Cam probably going to kill me for saying it, but that looks a little like a little sister. I've seen her do the same thing. Free throw is up and good. To the Blue Bullets. Get a point back and make it 33-10. Second one. On the way, no good. And the rebound, Sorrells has it, gathers it in, and he'll hand it off to Cam Melvin. 30 seconds left to go in this quarter. World of time to go to work. And Melvin comes over to Faust. Faust holds it above his head, shakes it a little, and lobs it out for Sorrells. Sorrells for Starbuck. Starbuck fakes, waits, comes to Whitman. Mason Whitman down for Melvin. Melvin gives a look. We're down to 15 seconds left. Lobs in for Faust. Faust blocked by Woodruff. And a fight for the ball. Nate Knight as it go out of bounds. And with 8.4 seconds left, the Blue Bullets will bring it inbounds into Thompson. Thompson down, stolen by Whitman. Whitman just holds on to it, now heaves it. And that'll be the end of the first half of play, 33-10. The score as the Cyclones lead it big here at the half. We'll go soundless for the halftime. We'll be back up in just a little bit. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And we're about a minute and a half. As Kenny's joining me now here, and I thought I was about ready to lose him, even though I didn't have him at first. Do not fall down the bleachers, Kenny, please.
There'd be many, many injuries. MDH might have to be too stocked up if I do fall.
And I don't. Well, we've got a couple EMTs here, so I think you'd be. I think you'd be okay. And don't forget, coming up on Monday night, Kenny and I will be down at Southeastern. As that, they're kind of doing a little bit of a celebration for Kara Stevens, even though she's not a senior. But they're having a game down at Southeastern, which is a cool thing with the co-op. 33-10 here as we start this third quarter of play. And now also into the game, we'll give the lineup for you for the Cyclones. Gannon Shipman, Tyson Carnes, Ivan Beck, Sam Day, also Max French. And I believe, as is usual, there's Mandy to do the scoreboard.
Trying to fight through the crowd out here.
It is. I asked people to shift left, and they listen to me about like my kids do. Everybody wants to be somewhere, and they can't all be everywhere.
Well, and tripod somehow in the halftime period got messed up, so I'm going to fix that.
Okay. Cyclones working here. Shipman out with it. And Ike sneezed just as he scored a layup. 35-10 now. Cyclones open it up to 25. We'll get the Knoxville lineup for you. Rose at the handle with the basketball. Lal now looking in lane. Kicks it out for Hawkinson. Hawkinson Hawkeyes it into the basket. And it's 35-12. Ivan Beck will dribble it up here. Ivan Beck, Gannon Shipman, Tyson Carnes, Sam Day, and Max French. Hawkinson with an ear steal for the Blue Bullets. And the Cyclones go back to work. Over for Carnes. Carnes waits, holds, comes out here for Shipman. Over to Max French. French tried to give it to Day. Stolen away by Nate Knight. Knight dribbling up, and Day prevents the breakaway layup. And Kenny, this is one of those rare opportunities. That foul, Day on Knight, or Night and Day.
Sounding like Kid Cudi out here.
There you go. Rose going to dribble in, drives in on Beck, and another foul on the Cyclones, either on Shipman or Beck. And that'll put Rose up at the free throw line. He will be there by any other name at the 7-minute mark. That's 3 puns in under a minute. That might be a record for me. Free throw on the way. It is good. And so the Blue Bullets with a burst in this second half, about to try to make it a 4-0 burst. In the tuck-in of the jerseys. Officials are pretty hard on that, although I've not exactly figured out why. But there you go. Tyson Carnes will dribble it up here. Bounces over to Beck. Beck holds, looks at Day, gives it to Shipman. Down for Carnes. Carnes waiting for French to wheel around. Comes underneath the Beck. Beck with a bounce. Spins in the lane. Fade away, no good. Shipman with it. He'll put it up and put it in. Makes it 37-15. Shot on the way. No good. Knight down with the rebound. And Carnes says, I'll take that. The Cyclones will work it up here as the Blue Bullets go back on defense. Beck with a bounce. Comes over to Carnes, passes for Shipman. Shipman directing a little traffic with Day. Now works it to Max French. Max French down the lane, tapped away. Lowell going to come out of there with it. In a hurry up the far side, wheels on Beck. Gets it to Knight. Knight puts it up, gets it to drop in and good. 37-15. Down to the 5:53 mark of this third quarter. Down for Shipman, out to Carnes. Carnes in the lane. Floater is up, no good, and Hawkinson snaps it up. Hawkinson to Rose. And Rose quickly up to Lowell. Lowell spinning on Carnes. Picks it up, goes up, can't get it to go. Rebound tip. Day had it for a moment. Knight lost it out of bounds. And a substitution. Cam Melvin will check in. Sam Day will go out for West Prairie. Ivan Beck will bring it on the way. He'll walk it up here, hold it over for Melvin. Melvin swings it in the lane for Max French, puts it up, partially blocked by Hawkinson, and now pulled out by Roots. Or might even been pulled out by the Roots, because there's only one of them. Hawkinson, Rose driving down and pick a cyclone on that one, Kenny. It was a little bit of everybody committed the foul.
They'll charge it to number 13. And first one will fall.
There's Rose, and again, a little burst by the Bullets in this second half.
Yeah, West Prairie's trying to get stuff inside, multiple shots down on that low block so far. Just hasn't really fallen for him so far.
And a little bit of a different lineup than usual here for the Cyclones. Gannon Shipman down the lane, lays that one in and good.
Which only the second time I've seen the Cyclones so far this year, and I've done so many games in the past 2 weeks, I couldn't even remember where I saw them, whether it was West Prairie or Southeastern. Oh, West Prairie, Southeastern or West Central.
I think it was at Southeastern, if I remember right. And I'm the same way. I've been at so many games over the last little bit, mainly on the girls' side of things, but this as well. Melvin up quickly to Shipman. Fouled on the way through, couldn't get it to go. But nice job working up the court by the Cyclones. And the Cyclone JV, up until a little bit ago, were undefeated. And I believe still just the one loss on the season for the JV. So, on top of the 21-4 record for the varsity, some good things coming here for the Cyclones. Shipman free throw takes a friendly roll. 40-17, 4:44 left in this third quarter. Second one on the way, and good. Shipman makes a pair. And now Rose quickly up the far side, takes a bounce, 17-footer, rattles it in and good. 41-19, or 41-19. As they bounce it back out to Beck. Beck down the lane, puts it up, won't go, fight for it underneath. Hawkinson had it. Melvin comes out of there with it. And we've got a foul on Hawkinson.
There's a whole lot of arms going in there trying to grab that ball. A lot of slaps instead of just grabbing for it.
It's been a little bit on the chippy side here and there. They bounce it into Shipman. Shipman working on Hawkinson. Bounces up to Whitman. Whitman over to Carnes. Carnes holds, looks. In the lane for Shipman. He'll dribble down on Hawkinson. Yes! And it counts. Hawkinson pulling the daily double on this possession. Again, and Shipman will be at the free throw line. We'll have a line change here. As Grice, Bowker, also Thompson, Woodruff, and Hewlin back on the floor here. We did have an early technical foul. That young man has not come back in the ball game.
Oh.
Yep. Free throw is good. So it ups it to 44-20. And back will come Hewland at the dribble drive. He'll wheel down. Far side, 10-footer, short. Rebound tipped out. Bowker's got it out to Thompson. Thompson on the bounce. Over to Hewland, who will look to fake and drive in the lane. Had Woodruff, missed him. Now pulls it down, 3:51 and counting here in this fourth quarter, or third quarter rather. Woodruff above his head. Couple of bounces, swings out to Thompson. Into Grice. Grice shoots on Whitman. Nope. And Cam Melvin able to rip it down. Melvin
almost lost the dribble there.
Having a little trouble gathering that in. Passes over for Beck. Beck Looking at, tried to look at Lacey, had it tapped away by Thompson. And out to Beck now. They'll run a little clock here, 44-20. Whitman holds on the near side, bounces up to Carnes. We're looking at Lacey for a moment. Now gets him. For Melvin, left it a little bit behind him, had to gather it in. And he'll hand it out to Lacey. Lacey to Whitman. Bouncing to Carnes. Carnes waits. Now he'll drive in, all the way in. Won't get it to go. Beck the rebound. He'll put it up. And Grice takes it out of there, but stolen right away by the Cyclones. Shot is missed, and Whitman gathers in the rebound. He'll bring it out of there. Out to Beck, and they'll work 2:40 left to go in this third quarter. Into Melvin. Melvin shoots over Grice, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped in, that is Bowker with it. Off to Thompson. Thompson will challenge Beck. Lays it up, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Euland. Well, though they're going to say it'll stay here.
Not too sure about that one.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure when it been able to bounce and go out towards the left.
Since I coach, usually I don't believe referees are right anytime, but these guys do a pretty good job. I won't say that. I try to be a little patient. They may not know that because I may not say that. And that pass going through the hands of Euland. Mason Whitman chases it down, and an open layup in and good. 46-20 now as Thompson comes back the other way. 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Euland step back three, gets a sports corner three.
So far in this second quarter, pretty good so far at jump shooting, whether that be 3 or 2. That's mainly where their baskets have come from.
Lacey in the post working on Grice, blocked again. Goes up, that time he'll get the foul. And for a big fellow like Grice, you just go up straight up when you got a man smaller than you. Now Lacey will step in at the free throw line. Free throw's good. And again, we'll tell you how things are going to go at the end of this game. I'm going to take a very, very brief pause, folks, and we're going to switch over to the varsity stream so that we can get the senior night festivities on the stream. 48-23, the lead now. As Euland drives down, gives it over to Bowker. Bowker wanting Thompson. Thompson wheels around, comes down out for Woodruff. And Woodruff brings it back over to Euland. Minute 25 left third quarter. As Euland will go down, flip it out to Woodruff, who bobbled it. Drives, kicks out for Bowker. Bowker sets himself, misses it, and Ivan Beck sky high for the rebound. He'll wheel it quickly out of there. Beck driving down, challenging, no good. Rebound gathered in by Lacey to Sorrells. Sorrells puts it up, no good. Beck the rebound, says up and in and at you. 50-23 as we roll under a minute here. Euland dribbling down. Down to Grice. Grice has it stolen away by Whitman. Whitman out to Sorrells. Sorrells up the far side of the court. Out for Melvin. Melvin holds and waits. 50-23. Whitman on the far side. Sees Beck up top. Gives. And gives back, and then back to Sorrells. Sorrells up for Lacey. Lacey back to Cam Melvin. Up to Whitman. Whitman down for Beck. Ivan Beck looking to Whitman. Whitman wheeling underneath. Whips it out to Sorrells, and they'll pull it on out. 17 seconds left to go third. To Whitman. Down to 12. Over to Beck. Beck out top looking for Lacey. Lacey bounced under for Whitman. He'll put it up, put it in, and good. A beauty of a play there, Kenny. And now at the end of the corner, that is no good. We'll step aside for just a moment. This TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner growing our legacy one patient at a time.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back here for the fourth quarter play, and again, programming note, we will immediately after this JV game gets over, we'll end the stream, switch over to our varsity stream, trying to get the senior night festivities on there. And Hawkinson, deep three, no good. Rebound, Cam Melvin out with it. Cyclones lead it 52-23. Tyson Carnes, Jacob Faust, Mason Whitman, Cam Melvin, and Max French in here. French, the turnaround, no good. And Lowell down with it. He's joined by Rose, also Roots, Knight, and Hawkinson. Drills up there, kicks it over for Lowell. He'll bounce, swing it out. Rose on the way with a three, no good. And rebound, Faust going to tap that one out of bounds. 7:23 left to go here in this JV game. And we'll have performances by the band as well. Hawkinson bounced in. Nice pass, Lowell. Couldn't quite get the handle on it, and folks are saying that should be a travel. Nope. As long as he makes a legit shot attempt, he can basically catch it on the air ball. Carnes with it, into Melvin. Melvin a spin down the lane, fakes, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for, and Hawkinson has it.
Coach DeCounter not very happy with the boxing out, I presume.
Yep, I think you can make a safe guess on that. Rose puts up shot, no good. Melvin lost it. French gathers. 6:45 left to go here, and Sam DeCounter, I would guess, telling him, "Hey, we got a lead. Let's get out of here quick."
Just slow down, run your plays, how it's set up, and it'll work.
Looking at Whitman. Whitman turnaround Jay, a little long. Carnes the rebound. He'll put it up and roll it home. That should get the 30-point clock rolling. 54-23 as Lowell lost the handle on it. And you know how that goes. The young man very frustrated with himself. And now they'll put a little pressure on here. Carnes going to work it. Over to Whitman. Whitman up to Faust. Faust tried to throw it to French. Down to Hawkinson. Puts it up. He'll be fouled by Whitman. And I can totally hear Coach DeCounter now. Why? Play good defense, let him shoot, or get out and stop him. As they'll be up the free throw line here. And again, programming note for all of you, want to make sure you know this. We will end this JV stream immediately after the game so we can get to our senior night stuff. And again, we'll get that on here. So join us on the varsity stream. Cam Melvin out, Mason Sorrells in for the Cyclones. And Rose will be at the free throw line for number 2. Free throw is good. 1 of 2. Carnes working it here. Out to Whitman. Whitman breaking ahead of the pack. Nearly has it stolen. Gathers it back out to Faust. Faust steps up. 3 no good. And the rebound pulled away by Whitman. He'll work it out to Carnes, and Carnes will go back to work. As he worked down to 4:50 left to go here in the contest. Faust dribbling, Roots trying to take it away, gathers, and out to Whitman. Whitman driving in, dumped it for Faust. Hawkinson takes it away, and now up to Rose. Rose in a hurry up the court, drives in, and they're going to say it'll stay here with Knoxville. Brant Starbuck will check in. And Rose actually a little lucky, Kenny. He stuck that wing out there, and usually that's a little frowned on, especially when you make a little contact and push a little. Rose out to Hawkinson. He'll put up the 3. No good. Rebound tipped around off the head of Knight, and Sorrells has it to Whitman, up to Carnes. And Carnes will head up the court as they'll go to work here. In the lane for Brant Starbuck. Puts it up and puts it in. Brant Starbuck his second basket tonight. And Knight with it now, 56-25. 3:50 left to go in the game. As Rose holds it out. NBA length three is good. Splash. As Carnes now tries to work it up the sideline, slows it up. Out to Starbuck. He'll toe the three. It's no good, and Sorrells the rebound. He'll put it up and in. 58-28. As Rose up the sideline, shot up and no good again. Lowell the rebound. We work down to 3:15 left to go here in the contest. Hawkinson a high arcing three. Tipped out. Rose another shot. No good. And finally, Whitman down the rebound.
And the foul.
Whitman stepping on the sideline. And we'll have substitutions wholesale for both sides.
Kind of looks like a after lunch recess in a junior high. The pass, get the ball, throw. Get the ball, throw.
Yep. Chuck and duck. We'll have the chuck and duck later at halftime, but it's chuck and duck. Hewland working out here now, working on Day. Drives in the lane, spins. Out to Bowker. Bowker drives in, shot no good. Rebound, fought for. Off of West Prairie, and he'll stay with Knoxville, the Blue Bullets. As they'll look to bring it inbounds, bounce it into Woodruff. Woodruff waits and holds, and Grice goes up. Jump ball, possessioner will say West Prairie basketball. We go down now under 2 minutes here. Again, 58-28, clock rolling. As Starbuck will bring it into Beck. Beck works himself out of trouble, up to Sorrells. Sorrells dribbles it across half court, bounces in for Day. Day goes up, blocked by Grice, and out to Woodruff. Fight for it out there. Woodruff will take off up the court. Out to Hewland. Hewland, a fake, drives by Day, puts up the three. It's well short of the mark. But Thompson with it, puts it up and puts it in for the Blue Bullets. Minute 25, Shipman quickly to Beck. Beck breaking ahead of the pack, and he'll slow it down here. I assume that you'll hear air going out of the basketball. Today in the lane, stolen away by Grice. And they'll bring it on out of there. As we work down to a minute left here. Hewland gonna fake, pull up shot, no good. Rebound, Shipman's got it. And we go under a minute, over to Beck. Beck. We'll just hold it out here, and we've got a substitution timeout. Douglas Lovell will check in here. He'll replace Gannon Shipman. They bring it in. Out for Sorrells, over for Shipman. Shipman waiting for Lovell. Lovell lost the handle on it out of bounds. And it'll be Knoxville basketball. You bring it up to Grice. He'll shoot, no good. Shipman out of there with it. The last 27 seconds here of the halftime, or the fourth quarter. Just holds it out, comes to Beck. Beck waiting around, out to Sorrells. Sorrells works it to Day. Day out to Lovell. Lovell holds, shoots it on the way, won't go. And the rebound tip. Shipman down there with it. Out to Day. Day spots it, shoots it, no good. And that's the ball game. 58-30, the final score. The Cyclones with the win here over the Knoxville Blue Bullets. Again, that ends our coverage here of this JV game. We'll be back with the varsity game in just a moment.